Friends, today we are going to discuss Six Sigma, Lean Six Sigma, and what is the concept of a Six Sigma and concept of a Lean Six Sigma, and how they are going to help any organization in their quality and productivity. See, normally the Six Sigma is the one which we have been hearing for the last 3 to 4 decades, and Lean is the one which has been in the work for more than 4 decades. See, what exactly is Lean and what is the Six Sigma? This is what we are going to discuss. Mainly the Six Sigma is a qualitative concept for any organization. See, with respect to the Six Sigma, the goal is, normally when you carry out certain activities, there are bound to be certain defects. So when we are talking about the Six Sigma talks about the 19.997 perfection. That is the 3.4 parts per million defects. Virtually it's a 0. So what is this Six Sigma and how the Six Sigma is calculated and how it is developed? The concept is nothing but a statistical data based concept. So we need to have a lot of data, and when you experiment 1 million times, then if your defects are less than 4, then you are considered that you are at the level of a Six Sigma quality. So otherwise there are different type of sigmas, like a 1 sigma gives almost like a 70% defects, like 69.14 somewhere. Whereas if it is you are at a 2 sigma, then it is around 30 to 31% defects that you are going to have it. And 3 sigma is much better. It is less than 7% defects, like 6.67. And with respect to the 4 sigma, it is almost less than 1% defects, like 0.6 to 0.7. And now coming back to the 5 sigma, which is almost like near perfection, is 0.00233%. That is hardly 233 defects per 10 lakhs, that is the 1 million. It's almost near perfection. And when we are talking about the Six Sigma, it is almost like a perfection. See, 99.9997, that is a 3.4 defects per 10 lakh activities or operations. So which is almost, although it looks to be impossible to achieve, but it can be achieved provided you use certain tools and techniques. So basically Six Sigma is nothing but a qualitative related issues. Now coming back to the Lean. Lean is nothing but how to reduce the wastage. What are the techniques you are going to use it, how to reduce the wastage. So now let us briefly discuss about the Six Sigma and what are the concepts. The definition of the Six Sigma is nothing but a data-driven methodology, and ultimately we have to aim for improving the quality, bringing down the defects to the 3.4 per million. The core principles is focusing on the quality and improvement, so that we will be achieving the output which is better than customers' requirements. So that is how we will be doing it. And how do we do it? What is the goal and how do we do it? The goal is ultimately to reduce the defects, improve the quality, and enhance the customer satisfaction. And with respect to the methodology, for every activity there are certain tools. Normally when we do any activity, particularly in the quality control, process control, there are some quality tools will be there. And based on the quality tools, how to improve your quality, how to reduce your non-conformity or the defects. That's what we will be generally discussing. Now coming back to the Six Sigma, they have been defined certain concepts. We normally are popularly known as a DMAIC, that is a define, measure, analyze, improve and control. In the same fashion, there is also something like define, measure, analyze. It is again a design and verification. If the concept is you have wanted to start from the beginning, then you have to design and verify. Now let us focus on the DMAIC. That is a design, a define, measure, analyze, improve and control. DMAIC. So DMAIC and DMADV both are related to the Six Sigma only. One is with the ongoing process, other one is to redesign. That is what we will be discussing. So what is that you have to define, what is that you have to measure, what is that you have to analyze, what is that you have to improve, and what is that you have to control. These are all the techniques we will be learning in the Six Sigma concepts. Okay, so with respect to the Lean Six Sigma, Lean, already I told, Lean is something like how to reduce the variations, not only the variation, reduce the wastage also. How best the productivity will be there. Lean focus on the productivity, while Six Sigma focuses on the quality. So when you wanted to combine, because no organization could afford only one. Say, I don't want it to have too much quality but incurring the losses. At the same time, I don't want it to make sure that I don't have any losses but I will not have any. The impact on the quality is also important. So the Lean Six Sigma is a combination of these two principles. So that's what we'll be discussing. What are the core principles for the Lean Six Sigma? So Lean is nothing but how to reduce the wastage. Wastage with respect to several parameters. Normally we call as a downtime, that is starting from the defects to over processing, and wastage. There are several things will be there which we will be going to discuss in detail. Now the main thing is that you use the principle of the Six Sigma and you use the principle of the Lean. Combination of this is the Lean Six Sigma. So how we wanted to achieve this we will be discussing now. So before that we wanted to know what are the key differences. With respect to the aspect of the Six Sigma and Lean Six Sigma, the focus in Six Sigma is reducing the variations and improving the quality through statistical analysis. So the data has to be collected and analyzed. And with respect to the Lean Six Sigma, you will be at the same time eliminating the waste. Focus will also be on a wastage. And the primary objective for the Six Sigma is quality improvement, while primary objective for the Lean is the efficiency, and Lean Six Sigma is the efficiency with the quality. And the methodology for Lean Six Sigma will be using the DMAIC plus waste elimination procedure, whereas for Six Sigma we will be using the DMAIC, that is DMAIC, and DMADV in case we are designing any particular process. And what are the tools for the Six Sigma? Because it is a data driven, the statistical tools are important, which includes the various analytical tools, control charts, regression analysis, etc. With respect to the Lean, it is a combination of the Lean tools as well as the Six Sigma tools, which will include the value stream mapping, how to reduce the variation through mapping process. The scope for the Six Sigma is the total focus on quality, whereas the Lean Six Sigma focus is on broader basis. That includes both the quality as well as the speed. So for this is always a Six Sigma or a Lean Six Sigma. It has to come through a cultural evolution. So what is the cultural evolution? What is the cultural approach? So you have to focus on the entire data which you are collecting based on whatever the activities, and this data has to be analyzed, and also you have to identify which are the areas that is going to create a loss for you with respect to the wastage. So this is with the Lean Six Sigma. So with the key differences, now we are going to discuss about the Six Sigma concept. Friends, this is the first session with respect to the Six Sigma and Lean Six Sigma. So there we will be discussing a few important points and elaborate discussions, including the various certifications like a green belt certification, black belt certification, master black belt, champion. What are the differences? Who are this one? And whether any organization can be directly certified with the Six Sigma or Lean Six Sigma, or is it the conceptual development for improvement based on the guidance from this so-called the belt expertise, green belt, black belt, and champions. So this is what we will be going to discuss. Now, with respect to the Six Sigma tools, again, the DMAIC is a basic one. So how to define, how to measure, analyze, improve in quality, control it. So some of the techniques is, because it is a data driven, statistical data is important. So statistical process control is one of the most important tool in Six Sigma. Similarly, to find out the reason for the failure, because the ultimate aim is to reduce the failures. So reason for the failures, we can be using the cause and effect diagram. Normally we also call it the fishbone or a Ishikawa diagrams. And in addition to that, how much percentage of the wastage or the defects are due to how much percentage of the activities, which is normally we call as the 80-20, which is a Pareto analysis. Pareto analysis is one of the important things where the concept is believed the problems of 80% is only due to the 20% reasons. That's how we'll be analyzing it. Then we have a design of experiment, particularly when you are trying to use the design and verify in addition to define, measure and analysis. Design and verification, if you do it, how to start the design to avoid any errors. That is what the design of experiments we will be doing it. In addition to that, other tools like a failure mode effect analysis, that is also we will be doing it. And CPOC diagram. CPOC diagram is good for the both process mapping in the lean and process mapping with respect to the Six Sigma also. So CPOC is nothing but supplier input, process output and customer. So that's what. And in addition to that, we will be also using the measurement system analysis, which includes basically gauge R&R, that is the repeatability and reproducibility. For any defect, if it is to be why the defect has come, we have to do the repeated testings or repeated activities, and then we have to find out where exactly. There will be various associated parameters will be there. Those we need to find out. So this is the some of the important tools, because the Six Sigma is nothing but a launch pad or a concept. Will be all these tools which I have been referring is the very old age tools. They are not the new developments with the only Six Sigma, but we will be keeping all those tools and to ultimately achieve our concept of the Six Sigma or the 3.4 ppm, that is a almost virtually zero defect. So now coming back to the lean Six Sigma, because lean there are certain rules, tools will be there, and Six Sigma certain tools. When we combine these things, some of the important thing is lean, the purpose is to wastage. So what we will be doing is the value stream mapping. We normally call as a VSM. Value stream mapping by entire process has to be micro level. You have to split. In fact, your mapping of activities should be in such a way that there is no further visible division will be there. Then you can know where exactly things are going wrong. Then in addition to that, there are 5S, which is popularly called as the Japanese 5S system, where normally we call as a sort, set, shine, standardize and sustain. So these are all the S which are converted into the English from the Japanese language. So sorting, which is the good, which is the bad, which is the priority, which is the not priority, all those things we have to sort. And the thing should be in an organized way. So you have to set it in order. And here the shining means you have to give the priority and importance based on which you will be taking the activity. Then the standardize. Even for the repeatability and different type of standardization is important. And ultimately, whatever you are doing the activities, it has to be sustained. That is the reason these 5S concepts are given. Now coming back to other techniques, most of these techniques they are using the Japanese word, because some of the things started quality consciousness or a quality things in Japan. After Second World War, the Japanese quality had to be improved a lot, and they took the help of the American quality scientists or quality philosophers like Deming. But ultimately, they made their own, and ultimately they made the best quality. That is the reason Japan's quality was considered to be the best. Now the quality is a competitive thing. Almost all the countries also trying to compete. Now some of the things is the Kaizen. What is the Kaizen? Kaizen is nothing but the continuous improvement. You have to improve not just for 1 day or 2 days. It is a continuous improvement at any point of time. You should not fall back. So continuous improvement, and it has to be through incremental changes, a small and incremental changes, so that you will not go back. So that is a Kaizen or a continuous improvement. And with respect to other concept is the Kanban. Kanban means whatever the activities which can be used for the workflow in the lean, So you have to monitor where the things are going wrong and where the improvement is required, how the process are going on. That is what the Kanban. And another important thing is the Pocoyoke. Pocoyoke is again a Japanese term which means the mistake proofing. So accidentally also, if somebody wanted to do the mistake, you cannot do the mistake in the process. That is what you have to set up the mistake proofing tools, so that errors are prevented before it happens. Then the Takta time. Takta time is nothing but again the aligning the production with your customer demand. In the Takta time, what exactly means is that like a just in time, you don't use much inventory, so that your inventory costs also will be reduced, a part of the lean process. So Takta time means aligning the requirement for the customer demand. Then the waste identification. So waste identification, there are 8 type of, like I said, the downtime, overproduction, waiting, defects, all those things are the waste related issues. We have to reduce it. We will be discussing this downtime in the details in the next session. And now coming back to the benefits of the Six Sigma. Six Sigma gives you the improved quality, reduced defects, and consistent performance and customer satisfaction. Then cost reduction also it will be there. The moment you identify the variations, reduce the variations, automatically defects will come down, your cost of a project also will be done. And because it's a Six Sigma is based on the data, it is a data driven techniques, and with the data you can certainly understand where the things are going wrong very clearly without any imagination or guessing. Then Six Sigma also includes the process controls. What are the processes and how the controls are to be taken. Then one of the most important thing is the engagement of the employees. Employees has to be totally associated, and it is not only the data driven, it is the employee driven. The ethics and the importance and commitment of the employee is more important in any Six Sigma benefit. So once you start the Six Sigma, it is automatically associated. Then ultimately you have a competitive advantage, and based on your competitive advantage, you will get the more customers and more benefits. So these are all the basic concepts of the Six Sigma and Lean Six Sigma. And to get more into the insights of this one, please subscribe to our channel. And this ADTV channel will be bringing a lot of educational, quality and technological related topics very frequently. So in this Six Sigma, we have about 10 sessions, which will ultimately, if you undergo these 10 sessions, which are all free of charge, like we don't charge any money. And this is a free platform for the education. If you listen to these 10 sessions, ultimately you will be totally familiar with the entire Six Sigma and Lean Six Sigma concepts, and you will be able to achieve also. For any implementation assistant, you can certainly contact the email or the mobile numbers associated with this particular website or